the Danes, glorious in battle, built him a huge hall, its gleaming roof towering high to heaven, strong to withstand the buffet of war.
He called it Herat, and lived there with his queen. Here they enjoyed feast and high fellowship, story and song and the pride of our own peace.
But away in the treacherous fens beyond the moor, a hideous monster lurked, fiend from hell, misbegotten son of a foul mother.
Grendel his name.
Hating the sound of the harp, the minstrel song, the bold merriment of men, in whose distorted likeness he was shaped, twice 6 feet tall, with arms of hairy gorilla, and red ferocious eyes and ravening jaws.
He, one night, when the warriors of Hrothgar lay, slumbering after banquet, came to Herat, broke down the door, seized in his fell grip a score or more of the sleeping sons of men, and carried them home for meat.
At break of day the hall rang loud and long, with woe of warriors and grief of the great king.
Thereafter from dark lake and dripping caves, night after night over the misty moor, came Grendel, gross and grim, famished for flesh. Empty the beds, no man dare sleep at Herat, but Grendel smelt them out of their hiding place, and many a meal he made of warriors.
For 12 years he waged war with Hrothgar, piling grief upon grief. For 12 years he haunted great Herat.
Now there lived overseas in the land of the Geats a youth of valiance abounding, mightiest yet mildest of men,
His name Beowulf,
who hearing of Grendel and minded to destroy him, built a boat of the stoutest timber and chose him warriors.
14 of the best.
In shining armor they boarded the great vessel, beached the shingle by the curling tide.
Straightway they shoved her off. They ran up the white sail, and the wind caught her. The biting wind whipped her over the waves. Like a strong bird, the swan boat winged her way over the gray Baltic, the wintry whale load, to the lookout side of land, a sickle of fair sand, and glittering white cliff. The keel struck the shingle. The warriors sprang ashore. They marched over the cliff toward Herat, and beheld the huge hall, wide gabled, the gleaming roof towering high to heaven. Thus came the warriors to Herat, and heavy with weariness halted by the door.
Beowulf with a winged step boldly strode forth to the throne of Hrothgar, king of the Danes.
O noble Hrothgar, giver of treasure, we bring you greeting because we grieve deep for your desolation. Over the long paths of the ocean we have labored, I and my warriors, to rid you of the brute that nightly robs you of rest. I am no weakling, I beg you to grant my wish. I shall not fail.
Then Hrothgar stretched out his arm and said,
Beowulf, I knew you as a child, and who was not exalted. In your fame as fighter, it is a triumph song. The ocean thunders to her farthest shore. It is a whisper in the furthest seashell. Now, like your princely father long ago, in the brimming kindness of your heart, you have come to deliver us. Noble Beowulf, right gladly I grant your wishes. But first, one word of warning, the sword will avail. Nothing of Grendel's, whose life is proof against all weapons whatsoever wrought by man. You must go for him with your hands, your bare hands.
Thus spoke Hrothgar, and from his bounteous heart wished the youth well. Then, in the great hall there was loud revelry of heroes, bold merriment of men, and minstrel song, in the soothing voice of the harp, until twilight, the drowsy hour of Grendel's coming, the dark shape stealing over the dusty moor, over the misty moor, over the sharp creeping caves of his grim lair. Grendel with fierce ravenous stride came stepping.
Shadow under the pale moon he moved. That fiend from hell, foul enemy of God, toward Herat. He beheld it from afar, its gleaming roof towering high to heaven. His tremendous hand struck the studded door, wrenched it from the hinges, till the wood splintered and the bolts burst apart. As angrily he prowled over the polished floor, a terrible light in his eyes, a torch flaming, as he scanned the warriors, deep judged in sleep. Loud, loud he laughed, and pouncing on the nearest, tore him limb from limb and swallowed him whole. Greedily he reached for the next, little reckoning for Beowulf.
The warrior clutched the monster's arm, firmly grappled, such torture as this the fiend had never known. In mortal fear he was minded to flee to his lair, but Beowulf prisoned him fast.
They tugged and heaved from wall to wall they hurtled, and the roof rang to their shouting. The huge tower rocked, its strong foundations groaned and trembled. Then red wailed from his moon, a shriek of pain roused the days in their hiding, and shivered to the stars. Alone Beowulf tore Grendel's arm from his shoulder asunder, wrenched it from the root while tough sinews cracked. And the monster roared in anguish, well knowing that deadly was his wound, and his mortal days ended. Wildly lamenting, away into the darkness he limped, over the misty moor to his gloomy home, where he dived downward to death in the joyless deep.
The hero rejoiced in his triumph, and the sun, God's beacon of brightness, vanishing night, made glad the sky of morning. From near and far the Danes came flocking to Heorot, and they praised Beowulf, and swore that of all men under the sun, beyond measure, mightiest was he and fittest to govern his people.
Then in the hall of Heorot, the grateful king gave thanks to God for deliverance.
Beowulf,
He said,
bravest of men, I shall love you now as my son. All I have is yours. Let us feast and be merry.
Then the minstrels sang rousing deeds of old, like flames in the firelight. The heart leapt to hear them. And when he had done and the harp lay silent, the queen of the Danes spoke out.
Beowulf, dearest youth, son of most favored, fortunate mothers, this your deed is matchless. Greater than all these, in the farthest corners of the earth, my name shall be known. Wherever the ocean laps the windy shore and the wave-worn headland, your praise shall be sung.
Time proved true the words of the queen. From youth of fighting and heroic deeds to the aged and beloved king, Beowulf, strong in valor as in wisdom, grew in renown as the mightiest yet mildest of men, most deserving of praise forevermore.